peace, love, light, balance, is darkness, and chaos. This is Doral the Galaxy, also known as Moon Cell Alchemist. The path of least resistance. I'm mastering this right now. What does it even mean? It literally means taking a path of least resistance. You see, this world is already held up. One of my dance mentors from like 10 years ago, I did a class with her last year. It was a very liberating class, very healing. And she said something about put it in the ground, like put your sadness, your anger, just any negative emotion, put it into the ground because it can take it. I got a call. Anyways, putting the energy into the ground because the ground can take it. Literally. It's so strong and durable, but then it's also nutrient-based and it gives us all the nourishment we need, but it can literally it can hold up in tons. It can hold up tons, right? There's a resistance there for that to even happen. We don't gotta worry about how, right? That's God. Yes, we get all the science breakdowns of what scientists believe and think about gravity, and I would love to do a video about gravity because gravity is a theory. That's number one. Anyways, why do I bring this up? Because taking the path of least resistance allows a flow state. Even if you are flowing, it doesn't mean that there is no structure, right? Taking the path of least resistance does not mean that there's no structure or there's no sturdiness with how you're going about that path. If it's a path, there's structure because it's something that you are transporting with, walking on, traveling to, getting to, right? So there's many paths. You know, sometimes people have the concept or analogy of being at the fork of the road, or whatever. It's like, should I go this way? Should I go that way? Should I go that way? What if you take the path with the least amount of obstacles? What if you took the path that has the least amount of distractions? Yeah. What if you took the path that when there is a challenge, distraction, or obstacle, you know how to hurdle over it, you know how to jump through it, you know how to get around it, you know how to ignore it, because you're on the path of least resistance. Where is the path of least resistance? It can be anywhere in your life. It could be when you wake up in the rising and knowing that if you stay in bed longer, it's just going to make you tired and then your day might start late or something, you know? It could be you simply starting your gifts and talents, like actually starting them and realizing, I don't care how I'm being perceived with how I'm creating this thing. I'm just going to do it and don't even think about it. I'm just going to do it because you're naturally good at it anyways. The path of least resistance is everywhere and anywhere all at once. Why am I bringing all this up? Because us warriors, I know this channel is for everybody, but I gotta talk to my community. People with sickle cell, our blood flow in general sometimes has resistance. So this is the thing about it, right? I don't think I've brought it up on this YouTube channel, but as above, so below, meaning everything that is above is below, everything within that is without. There's always a duality. Everything is all encompassing. So when I'm bringing up this path of least resistance, we got to be aware of the times where we're restricted in our mind or restricted in our body, or we're not using preventative measures entirely That's why I bring up breathing, breath work, because preventative measures can also help you keep track on being on the path of resistance, the path of least resistance. When we drink water, it's because it's allowing us to hydrate and what? To create a better flow in our body. We must focus on flow. You see how the man on the moon just be walking like this? Now, obviously, we can't be walking like this in life because people go, I mean, I don't care if people look at me like I'm crazy, but the whole point of it is to stay in a state where you know that you're allowed and you're capable of being in a flow. Because once you get on a path that has more resistance, what does that cause? Adrenaline rush that causes stress, emotions. Once our adrenaline's out of whack, you know what happens. We sickle. Part 2 coming soon. Peace, love, light. Always balance the darkness and chaos.